Before we get started today, I'd like to thank everybody for the continual support that you've shown on this series and on the channel since this Athletic Bilbao save started. All the many comments helping me, berating me, whatever. Good, the bad. I'd like to just thank you very much for all of that, because without you guys, I'm just a guy talking to a camera playing some Football Manager. So keep on being you, I'll keep on being me, and I'll continue trying to give you some quality football content, Football Manager content that is. Anyway, let's get into the match today. We got ourselves a rivalry and a Europa League tie to get to, so let's get into it. What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop it a like. Now, today, the rivalry is Real Sociedad, the Vasco derby, and the Europa League tie is against West Ham, which we didn't fare too well in the first leg. I'll show you that in just a bit. And since our last episode, we played 4 matches, 3 of them in the league, and 1 in the Europa League, that being against West Ham, and it did not fare too well as we lost by the score of 2-0 with Andre Hahn, a player that I've never heard of, to be quite honest with you. Must have just got picked up by West Ham. He got a brace against us, and that gets our first loss in the Europa League. Apparently, he was at Mönchengladbach before coming to West Ham. So, yeah, he downed us for our first loss in the group, but outside of that, we've been doing very well. 7 points out of 3 matches. Elche, a 2-0 win. Villalibre, Susaye getting goals there. Real Betis, a 1-1 draw. Unfortunate, since Betis didn't have a very strong offense. They were able to poach a goal in the first half. But on our side, Villalibre continuing to show the prodigy that he is. And then a 4-1 drubbing versus Espanyol. Elistondo, Benyat, Iker Munayin getting goals for us, plus an own goal by Espanyol. So other than that, doing very solid. And doing well enough that we have pushed ourselves into second place right now, 1 point ahead of Real Madrid and Sevilla, but only 1 point behind Barcelona. Through 10 matches, not bad whatsoever. It is still a little bunched at the top between 1st and 6th. It's only separated by 5 points, so any slip up and teams will be, shifting up and down the table. We want to stay top 4. Of course, that is the stated goal. Get back in the Champions League. But as it stands right now, doing very well. The only thing I do gotta say that isn't going very well is we probably aren't going to be getting Nacho Monreal in the near future, if at all at this point in time. He just re-signed with Arsenal for the next 2 seasons. Right, in this all-important early season rivalry matchup, we need to come out swinging, so that's why we're going to stay with our 4-2-3-1 formation. And the lineups as follows. Ruffier is going to be in net, Leque, Laporte, San Jose, Balenciaga along the back line. Our midfield pairing will be Raspe and Marino today. Our attacking mid three, Munayin, Susaeta is going to get a chance at the cam role, and Pablo Rivas is going to be out on the right. Villalibre is going to be the striker up top. Sociedad is deadly, we're just as deadly, so let's go kick off and see what happens. And it's also worth noting that everybody that is around us in the top 6 won their matches today, so if we need to keep pace, we need to come away with the win ourselves. Though early signs aren't showing any sort of return on our attack half an hour in, and we're just not putting together anything that'll lead towards a highlight. There still has not been a highlight in this match. Well, this has been rather dull, I'm not going to lie. It's 0-0 at the half, not a single highlight. We apparently have been taking shots, same with Real Sociedad. It's just that none of the shots have been either on target, or if they were on target, weren't good enough to show. Just very disappointing as I hit my keyboard. And also very disappointing is 3 of my front 4 have a 6-5 or fewer, or less. Whatever. Susaeta, Munayin, Villalibre, all need to kick it into high gear if we want to get ourselves anything out of this match. A draw is fine, but a boring 0-0 one is not something I want to see. I want goals. We might get this from the opening kickoff, the opening minute. Herveas into Villalibre. It's over the bar. Oh, man, I thought we had it. All right, doing a little bit of switcheroo for the front 4. Raul Garcia is coming into the cam spot. Susaeta and Herveas are on the wings. John Batista sitting up front now. It's a free kick for Sociedad, but it's cleared away. Susaeta takes the ball out to the wings. Can we get something on a counterattack? No, it doesn't look like it, as Sociedad get it right back. After we did so well to clear it out, Sociedad's taken to the bylines. Ruffier there with a nice save. They tried to go FIFA sweat on us. Ball up over the top to Susaeta. John Batista takes a shot, but right at the goalkeeper. It was a short angle shot. Didn't know if it was going in. So at the time ticking down in the second half, yes, there was a lot more action within this second half, just unfortunately not enough to warrant any sort of goals. There were several goal scoring chances this time around, just ends up in a 0-0 draw. Very boring, I know. We get a point out of it. I would have liked the 3 points to stay in second place, but as it stands right now, I think we're dropping into fourth. We're in fifth. With that draw, we dropped from second to fifth. All right, well, let's put the league aside now and let's try and act some retribution against West Ham. If we get a win versus West Ham, we're almost assuredly going to get ourselves through into the knockout stages. All right, so now we got the second match in this group versus West Ham, and we owe them after last time, after what they did to us at London Stadium. Now we're back home at the San Mamés, and we got to do the business here. Like I said, a win today gets us on 9 points and pretty much assuredly puts us through to the knockout stages of the Europa League. And this is how we're going to line up. A couple of changes here today, getting back to mostly our A-team squad. We got Ruffier and net, of course. Boveda coming in for a little bit of a tired Lecque. Laporte, San Jose, Ismael Lopez along the back line. Benyat Marino in the middle. Herveas, Garcia, Munain in the attacking mid front. And of course, Asier Villalibre sitting up top. Boys, I don't have to tell you anything else. They know what needs to be done. Get a win, get through the knockout stages, and get yourself some extra money. So let's go kick off, see what happens. A lot of players that were very happy about the thought of avenging their previous loss to West Ham. Let's hope they come out and play like it. 60 minutes gone now, and it's West Ham's ball comfortably. West Ham's ball. San Jose trying to take out Woodburn. It gets it inside to Lanzini. Gets it through to Feghouli. Feghouli has been taken out by Ismael Lopez. I thought it would have been a nice clean tackle, but Ismael Lopez running through him, and West Ham have themselves a penalty. Stepping up to take the penalty is Mark Noble, of course. West Ham's #1 penalty taker. On his right peg. Goes inside, into the far right corner, and it's 1-0 to West Ham. Come on, boys, wake up. And just like with the last match, we have been getting a lot of shots and decent amount on target, but just nothing getting in the way of the net. But maybe we can get something right here. Benyat, free kick into Marino. Out to Benyat again. Through to Munain, slips it through San Jose, several red shirts in the box. Aymeric Laporte, the center back, he got laid off by Raul Garcia. Laporte with his second goal of the season, and he knots the match up at 1 apiece 2 minutes before halftime. Let's take a look at this again. There was just a cluster of people in the middle of this 18-yard area. Raul Garcia, I don't know why he laid it off. He had himself a decent chance, but he laid it off to Laporte. Off the underside of the crossbar, tie ball game, looks like as it's going into the half. And that's exactly how we end up. 1-1 going into the half, and not a lot of good performances out of a lot of people. Both my wingbacks are on yellow cards. Need to watch out for that. In fact, Ismael Lopez is going to be coming out for Balenciaga. I just don't have any faith in Ismael Lopez right now. Giving up the penalty and has the yellow card. It's just not a good mix. Once again, a couple of my forwards don't have the best of ratings. Villalibre, Munain. This needs to turn around. I have complete faith in both of them. They're two of my best players. I just don't want to see them continuously on a slump. I know it's only 2 games, but they need to do a lot better. But anyway, guys, we can keep going out there and get the win. Second 45. A draw is not automatic. For us getting through into the knockout stages, we need a win. 57 minutes on now, and West Ham coming forward on the attack. Feghouli, who is a little injured, but he slips it over to Andy Carroll, and Andy Carroll powers it off the underside of the crossbar, and it gives West Ham the lead once again. All right. Defense, where are you going? Feghouli, a decent ball up over the top of one of my defenders' heads to Carroll, short side, beats Ruffier. I don't know, man. I really don't know. 63 minutes on now, and we are back at it with the attack. Benyat to Susaeta to Villalibre. Oh my lord, he was wide open and lasers it into the back of the net. Punctures the back of the net almost. And Villalibre has tied the match up at 2 apiece. Let's look at this again. Benyat to Susaeta, great one-touch pass, getting everybody to slide over to one side, leaving Villalibre completely unmarked. Ripples the back of the net. Tie ball game once again. Now we need to get that winner. 15 minutes left to go in this match. Ball tried to get lumped over the top, but we get it right back. Benyat. Susaeta cuts past his man, getting through to the inside. Pablo Herveas has sealed our lead at this point in time. 3-2 to Athletic Club. What a great ball in from Susaeta. The only man it could find was Pablo. There were several red shirts in the box too. Not gonna lie, it could have gone to any one of the 3 that were in there, but it just got laid off to Pablo, and he smacks it into the back of the net. Almost directly from the kickoff. Just about directly from the kickoff, Enrico Boveda has picked up his second yellow card, which means for the last 13 minutes, we are not going to have all 11 men. So therefore, Susaeta is coming back, Pablo Herveas is coming back. This is going to be a little bit of a shit show. That's exactly what it's going to be. Oh, this is just not good. Actually, I'll just make this a flat 3. I'm not even going to play around. Flat 3. For the last 13 minutes, we are going to be on counter, flexible, drop slightly deeper, clear ball to flanks. Don't bother exploiting the flanks. Just play it out long. Yeah, fairly narrow at this point in time. Whip the crosses in, stick to positions. It's just all sorts of bad. Lower tempo. Just do everything. Everything that I possibly can to come away with a win here. Susaeta taking up the wing. Can he get past his man once again? He does. He gets inside to Raul Garcia, who finds Villalibre. Back to Garcia. Can he play some nice passing into Villalibre? Takes the shot, and with 10 men and some perfect passing, Villalibre gets his 10th goal of the season and puts us up 4-2 over West Ham, and we might as well have just booked our ticket into the round of 32 in this Europa League. Some lovely link-up play between Raul Garcia and Villalibre. Beautiful, beautiful placements on both the pass and the shot. West Ham tried to hit us on a counter, but we stole the ball and are now pushing deep into their area. Susaeta past 1 man, past 2 men to Raul Garcia. 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes, and we are winning 5-2. A man down against West Ham. That's Raul Garcia's 3rd goal of the season. I mean, what's going on here? We go down a man, and it looks like we've just galvanized ourselves and are starting to play a lot better. Maybe the team doesn't like Boveda. I don't know. And would you folks, Adam and Eve, it really 5-2 in favor of Athletic Club de Bilbao, and that's puts us on 9 points. I don't know what the result of the other match was, but it very well could be us getting through to the knockout stages. Well, as of right now, it's not quite yet. We're still 5 points clear of Lokomotiv Moscow, but our next match is against Lokomotiv Moscow. So taking a look at the future schedule, we do have Lokomotiv Moscow coming up in just a couple of matches time, but I am going to be foregoing that, instead opting to play Slavia Praha and Sevilla, mostly because after the Sevilla match, that will be the draw of the Europa League knockout stage, which at this point in time, all we need is 1 point between Lokomotiv Moscow and Slavia Praha. I don't see us not getting that. That should be an automatic, us getting through to the knockout stages. So that's going to be the end of this episode, guys, and holy crap, I cannot believe that we scored 2 goals down a man versus West Ham when West Ham were just pushing and pushing and pushing us throughout the entirety of that match. I thought going down a man we would have lost, but scoring 2 goals and coming out with a 5-2 victory, I'll take it. But anyway, guys, as always, if you enjoyed what you saw, please go like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. Comment below what you thought about this episode and the series as a whole, because I appreciate every single comment that you guys put out, and I take the time to read every single one of them. But anyway, guys, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out. I guess it's fair to say that on this day, the hammer became the nail.